Welcome back to another LFG Thursday. Today, joined by Ron, but more in a capacity about talking about Wizards today. So we're going to keep it a little bit more Kadena focused, a little bit more Wizard centric. We'll give a few people a few minutes to jump on. I know this kind of just pops up and takes a few minutes for people to see it. So we'll give it like 2 minutes so people can get on, and then kind of give a quick update on things, and then jump right into it. I should almost like start some music so it's not so quiet. But um, it would be a fun thing would be to challenge somebody to actually like tell me what the little code is behind me with. Oh, look, it thumbs up. What the little code is. That's really cool on my little blackboard back there, but it's blurry on purpose, so it'd be even more interesting.
I said I just sent you something on Telegram you could play in the background if you wanted to.
Let's see.
What's up, Fudo? One hitter. Welcome in.
Let's see.
I don't know if you can get it to work since it's on YouTube.
Yeah, and you know what? They'll probably ding me for it anyway, so let's not do that.
Okay.
Hey guys, hey everybody. Yeah, come on in. Say hi. It's always fun knowing like who's got X Premium and not. I've noticed like my followers like since gifting was a thing and since that discount, my followers that are verified has gone up like exponentially, which I thought it makes sense, but I thought it was kind of interesting. Just everybody's just waiting for that deal, and they see it and they're like, "I've got to have it." Um, but hopefully, hopefully, people took advantage of that if they wanted it, because uh, it's kind of cool. Like if you actually use X, it's kind of a cool thing to have. But that's not why we're here today. So today we're here to talk about Wizards. As I said, we can just kind of get kicked off now. And I think overall, it looks like markets have been interesting. I don't look a lot, through the day, but Bitcoin kind of runs it. I've been waiting for Bitcoin dominance to get to a point where altcoins are going to like explode, which is obviously good for any chain. It doesn't matter if your chain has had an update in 3 years or yesterday.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to run that thing, and that's the nature of it. And anybody who just like who shades that just is just lying to you at that point. Like, it doesn't matter. Sometimes the quality doesn't matter. I've seen poop emojis worth a couple 100 million market cap. So it's kind of like a weird time right now. But for us, right, and for like chains like Cadena, it's important to like catch. I always feel like it's important to catch fire at the right time. You definitely have a lot going on right now going into next week. So I'm kind of excited to see what comes of it and what the market takes that as. So we haven't had like a super big win around here for a while. So I'm hoping I'm hoping that's what gets delivered, just so that people can be happy. It is always nice to uh, you know build when it's quiet. It's nice to build in a bear market, and that's something that obviously you're familiar with too, Ron. And once it goes into this quasi bowl slash full bowl, people are just super demanding, and you'll I'd say you guys will probably see it too. Where every little feature that somebody wants, they're going to just be smashing the keyboards trying to get that out of you. And kind of curious, if anybody's actually done that at this point, or kind of what your thoughts on kind of what's going on in the overall environment right now.
So I'm already starting to see people in like the Telegrams and Discords that I'm in, the kind of people that don't know how a wallet works, don't know how a LP pool works. They have questions that for the past 2 years I almost never had to answer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's a little bit of a sign that we're back. I'm definitely getting excited about some of this price action. I think the Cadena community is too. I said it in the Hair and Heroes chat last night that it's crazy what a little bit of price action can do for like a community and just overall morale and vibes. Um, and so that's cool. It does feel like here in Cadena, people are a lot more excited and willing to interact with stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And it's interesting because we don't have, I don't know how to put this. We don't have a lot to do. There is not a lot to do on chain right now, and I don't know. Um, I don't know how to change that at this point. Like I have um, personally, built quite a few things, and they come with mixed results. And when it doesn't work out, it's best to just cut it right and be done. And that's when people ask, like, where's this tool? Where's this? And I'm like, wasn't worth the effort. I was spending more time. Kind of managing that and not enough time doing anything useful. And so so it is just kind of interesting. And I've seen other projects kind of take that approach too. Um, I'm, I'm optimistic that there's more people asking questions. I see it too. I hope that they ask you more and leave me out of it personally, but here we are. And, it is interesting to kind of be like a default fallback for a lot of people. And so let's, uh, let's kind of dive in a little bit. And so I don't think about the game itself. I'm familiar with Wizards Arena, right? And I've been trying to get more attention. Attention doesn't always mean action, but it seems like your post recently was kind of action. So how does that kind of help hurt? What's the response been? Kind of what's your thoughts on not calling everybody out, but kind of, like, we're here. Why aren't you using us? Like, what's your kind of follow up on that? How effective was it?
So I think that you helping out a little bit has helped. And we are starting to get a bit more awareness about the game. I put out that rant tweet 2 days ago, and 3 or 4 people now have talked about how they got a wizard and they're willing to play. So that's cool. Internally, I've been scrambling, knowing that the bull market is coming, and we have a $10,000 marketing campaign from Cadena coming up soon. I've been building a new landing page because we want everything to be ready for not if, but when new players come along. Because I will admit it's a complex game. It takes a lot to learn, so we can't just throw people right into it, because then they're going to get scared and run away. Um, and so that's really what we've been focused on, is trying to get everything ready to the point where when people join, it's almost no questions asked and they can just dive right in. um, I feel like I didn't answer what you asked though. What did you ask?
It's okay. So I'm trying to bring some awareness, not just to Wizards Arena, but our chain in general, and it comes with lashings, right? So I need to be. I'm very aware of that, right? And sometimes people tune me out because I talk about it too much. So I kind of keep it like every once in a while I'll throw something in about our chain, but generally, for me, I talk about like Bitcoin, altcoins, crypto in general, and I think that gets more hits, which gets more people following, which gets more people actually DMing me, asking me what the heck is Kadena, and
Yep.
it's just an interesting approach, and so I don't think there's any right or wrong. It's been more effective for me, and I'm going to continue doing it. But you would put out kind of your post after that, right? Of let's get your butts in here. Um, I don't know if I saw some activity from it, right? If you directly correlate it to that, or if people just kind of got the message and just wanted to come check it out.
Of course. um, well, it's one of those things where I think the bridge could help, um, bring kind of like some of the degens over here. Because don't get me wrong, there's thousands of people in crypto that throw around like 50,000 to 100,000 like it's nothing. They've been here a couple cycles. They're on Ethereum and chains like that. And I think as the natural cycle of money comes, as the bull cycle rolls on, obviously stuff comes down from Bitcoin, and then XRP and Doge and Ethereum, and then your large caps and your top 100, and then after that is really where it's our time to shine. So um, I think that our time will come, and that there will be a huge influx of new people that are wanting to do stuff. Obviously, like you said, there isn't too much to do. I mean, you can uh, with NFTs, it's pretty much us, and you have Kadena. Shout out to Guardians, and then we do have DeFi. People act like we don't have DeFi. We do have Dexes, and we have Amir's token go now. Um, we don't have a bunch of it, but we have
Mhm.
like the essentials, I would say. Um, Soon we want to launch CADPad. CADPad should be a nice addition to DeFi and TVL, and things that you can actually do to a lock up tokens and earn, but b like just do stuff with your tokens and your coins. Um, so that should be good. But I think that we're in a good place, and I think the bridge, which I don't I don't know when this is coming. I feel like it should be any day now. Maybe this will be their December 17th announcement. I think I've seen Mike or someone on Twitter say that that wouldn't be it that day. But yeah, hoping that that bridge can really help with that, because I've seen how a stable coin can really change a lot. I mean, I think if we have a good native trusted stable coin, we'll see a lot more trading.
Yeah, I have no doubt, and um, you know, it's it, thank you, Katie and Miner. Look at that. I'll put that up. Um,
Nice.
that's see, I being nice. People don't respond well to being nice. Being a jerk, people don't respond well to being a jerk, but being called out, and why not? Why haven't you done it? You're complaining about no activity, and I'm the first to admit we need more activity. I think everybody on Earth knows we need more activity, but if we focus too much on that, right? If we focus too much on perfection, if we focus too much on spending money to get these people in here to talk about our token, we could also just focus on what a lot of chains do, and what's going on, what's big, what's banging, and that's where I think something like Token Go, maybe to an extent, can help with that. And certainly when the sales features are in, which I know everybody's asking for, when the sales features are in, that is going to draw some attention too. And we were joking, but I do think a token could probably raise substantial funds right now. And the reason I would suggest that it's possible is very, very soon we're going to. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be an option. So. Um, Token Go can do a lot of things, right? I am not the police. I'm not telling you how to launch a token. I'm not telling you how to do all that stuff. But if we can get more activity, right? And I'll put it back to even Wizards Arena. If we can get more activity on chain, there's more eyes. There's more people going. How do I blow my KDA? Like I made all this KDA. What do I do with it now? And some
Yep.
people sell it, but some do like to go invest in NFTs. Some do like to go buy other tokens. And so there's your opportunity, right? There's your opportunity to kind of get more liquidity into the game. There's an opportunity to do things like different types of rewards. If you have more self-created funding, it gives those things. And so one of the interesting things is I've had sales contracts for Token Go since day one. They work great. I mean, the process itself works flawless. When you deploy something that complex, there are issues at times. And what I'm concerned about is, so Token Go is something I created, right? It is run by another group, and it's run by another group because I literally cannot be attached to that, right? There's like, look at Pump Fund; those guys are going to get sued at some point, and so I have no problem helping with code. They're pretty much self sufficient at this point. I help people, with questions or if they want stuff on the decks. It's kind of all run by the same people, and I've kind of explained that in bits and starts before, but what they're willing to do is they're willing to have the sales contracts and they're willing to put in money to promote the product. And so what you're going to see is I need to be ready mentally for when that happens,
Yeah.
because I need them to be mentally prepared for what's going to happen when that comes on. And one of the things that I have been in great concern about is I'm going to say something and it's not going to be nice at all. If you put a sales contract and you want a meme coin, and let's say from this product standpoint, I will let you take a 90-10 split. You can put 90% of the tokens in the sales, and then whatever amount comes out goes into LP. I am of the belief that that LP does not effing belong to you. And what happens is people will pull it, right? Here's the thing, it's not your money. I don't care if it's your project or not. It's not your money. So I have been working on token lockers and LP lockers. And what you would be able to do with that, and actually I have an NFT locker too, because you know what? Who cares, right? And so they're a little more tricky because you have to do sales to get a move. But what's cool about it is if I am comfortable, I will turn those features on. And again, the smart contract code, I just give, it's run, we're done, right? And so if I feel comfortable that it's going to be safe enough, here's the thing: you could rug up to 10% of your token value, right? That's the most you can do. So there's some other tricks that people could do, but you can see those during the sales process. And so I think what we'll be able to do is if we could lock that liquidity, basically you're locking it forever at that point. I don't understand why people feel it's theirs. It's not. It's really you're just stealing from people at that point. So once we can get that mentality kind of situated, I think that product, getting it advertised, it's been successful. I mean, look at Azuki kind of blew up, and it didn't take them a lot to do it. And so there's an opportunity for others. There's a model there. There's a deep uh, desire to see token prices go up, right? So if you want your token to go up, you promote it. Well, promoting it puts more eyes on the entire chain. That puts more eyes on the ecosystem. That helps all of the projects. That would help, people look if they want a DAO. You got Swarms. If they want to play games, they've got Wizards Arena. And there's probably going to be some people did spot another game contract on chain, which I think will be not surprising, but it's related to a bird token we have. And so I just looking for more things for people to do. And I'm looking for people who don't mind running them. I've got like this wealth of code and there's only a few of us and I'm not running any of it. So it's kind of going to
Yeah.
be interesting, going into next year. Um, you may have more opportunities just not having to fish for people. You may have opportunities, and with the marketing with Wizards Arena, you'll be contributing on the flip side. You'll be bringing more people's eyes and attention to the chain. You need to have more things to do. We just need DeFi, which means we need a stable coin. And we need that stable coin to be easy to trade. And so all those things, the bridge is coming, whether people believe it or not, it's coming. Um, ZK bridge is being worked on. It's cool. Like that tech is cool. And so I don't know if that really directly, kind of impacts. And this is just so everybody knows, this is like our open one because I was actually going to cancel this because I've been under the weather. Ron was gracious enough to let us talk about Wizards, which I want to do at like the halfway mark. We'll focus just on Wizards, I think.
Yeah.
But this has been fun. It's like growing. The room's growing, so I want to bring up things that I think might interest people, and not that Wizards doesn't, but the state of our chain right now. We've got a lot of trolls. We've got a lot of people who don't that want to make our lives miserable, and the people who are here and helpful, we appreciate you. The others, I don't understand. It's like a negative drain. Just let us have let us try. But that being said, we've got more data.
There's some
Yeah, go ahead.
some stuff in the chat I want to address
Yeah,
really quick.
go for it. All yours.
So, KDA Miner, welcome to the family. Make sure you join our Discord because if you don't, then you're missing out. That is 100% part of the game. Moving on, one hit a quitta. Sorry, but that's not a good excuse. None of us are gamers, okay? Like at all. It's you have an NFT, you sign some transactions, you win money. Okay, that's all you have to do. It's we call it a game because it is gamified, but it's not. You're not downloading an executable. You're not picking up a controller. You are. It's even less than playing a card game. Um, Now, don't get me wrong. You may get addicted and put a bunch of time into it, but you don't have to. You really don't have to. And no, you cannot rent Wizards out. Get your own. Jump in our Discord and ask, and I promise we'll get you hooked up. We're launching a program soon where any of you guys that want to join and get into the game, we will sell you a wizard that's ready to go for maybe like 50 Cadena, and then you try the game for like a week or two. Say you don't like it, all right, give us the NFT back. We'll give you your Cadena back. And but yeah, pretty
Yeah.
good program we have coming up. I think that could work good. And then finally, Damn Lucky asks, when will Wizard NFTs battle Guardian NFTs? So this is technically already possible because um, we have a partner called Scribe, and they have built a game called Conquest where Wizards can actually battle any NFT on like any chain. Um, all the Guardians would have to do is just partner up with Scribe/Conquest, and then you can actually battle like profile picture NFTs within a Discord bot game, and it's actually pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and when is Wizards going to come to Telegram?
So I've actually been asked this recently. We don't have any plans for that, but I think it'd be pretty cool, and it wouldn't be too hard either because I mean, a Telegram bot's just JavaScript, right?
Can do JavaScript, Python. You know what really is interesting, Ron, is you don't have to do shit. Just tell me what you need. I'll give you the bot. I mean, we Elijah's got all that code. He's got, I think, three games right now. We that are just in testing. I think two of them still need some effort on them and some contract work, but the big ones like been tested and just needs, I think, a little bit more finesse, and then that should be ready. Um, it's it's really easy to work on. I actually think that the Telegram bots are much easier than Discord bots. I think they're all easy, but they're actually easier. The If you can stick with the bot API, people, if anybody's ever been curious, I think I still have a repo open, maybe open public on GitHub, with like the way to get a bot online, get wallets connected. Recently, I put together a package where you can actually use SpireKey, and I just literally this morning spent a few minutes adding Magic Wallet to one of my sites. So it was a breeze to set up, and I'll probably add that I'll actually probably add that to Telegram. So if you wanted to use, it's a different experience, right? Because it's still a mobile browser. You have to get to mobile, so you have to break out of Telegram for a minute, send something, and then come back. But the experience isn't too bad.
What is
Native.
that, by the way? I saw that announced. Is that like an actual like software wallet, or is it just like a wallet implementation type thing?
I don't know. I don't know what the technical term is for it, but it's using SpireKey under the hood. So
Okay.
if you have like a Magic Wallet, which is more like I think it's more like a professional facing wallet. So like businesses, it's meant to be really easy for people. And if you saw if you saw what I did, I actually could probably show it. You know what? We got a few minutes. You could add this. You know what? You could add this to. Um, You could add this to Wizards Arena. I don't think it would be too much. Let me share this screen real quick. I'll show you. We got to get like a dashboard for all of our active projects. Like when Unit comes online, I want a dashboard for like their metrics. I want to add that to our graph site. We probably could add Wizard metrics too if you had something specific that made sense. I'd be happy to look at adding those, or I'll just make Kabir add it. I'll get the data form. So, so this site, if you're not familiar, is going to be live very soon. It's not actually running at this moment. But what you can do, and this is where I think it'll be cool to have, uh, things like Wizards integrate this stuff, is if you want to use Magic Wallet, you
Nice.
just click a button, get in, approve. Oops, went off screen for a second, but I just had to hit approve, and now we're connected. Take a second, and so that's it, right? And so now you can go in here and set favorites, sign them, things like that. Um, it works just like a normal wallet at that point, and so it's it's no fancier or different than the other ones, but it's cool, right? There's something cool about it. And so if you're looking for like a simple, easy to use solution, it's not a bad one. I think.
What's the point in connecting your wallet other than like favoriting tokens? I noticed this whenever I was on it because doesn't connecting your wallet not really do anything, right? Like you can't really do anything, can you?
Mm-mm. No,
Yeah.
no, but he had some
Right.
ideas of what he wanted to add in there.
Right.
He chose to add that. I didn't care. I was just going to put
So
him in local storage, which I think would have been easier. But he wanted to play around with wallets and stuff, and I didn't care. It's a nice little.
cool.
We got a nice little package for that, and so it's easy to add. But anyways, so those are like things that are. And so think about this though. That took me 35 minutes to get working this morning into the flow of my into the flow of this site, which was actually some of this was his code that he modified on me. So I modified it back on him. And he's gonna be in for a surprise when he wakes up. But it's cool, right? So there's if we can use those things to actually like attract people who wouldn't otherwise check us out, I'm all for it. I don't know who that is, but I'm all for it. So wondering about Magic wallet standards. So wondering if it messes with pre. No, it's using SpiroKey under the hood. So if you've tested SpiroKey, it's a very, very similar process. It's got its own SDK, which is easy to implement. And it acts a lot like SpiroKey. Actually, arguably for me, it was actually easier to set up. So,
Nice.
yeah, so for me, it was just easier to set up. It's got like built-in functions and everything, so you're just ready to go. If you know how to create a code impact, it's pretty simple. So maybe worth checking out. I think the Magic Wallet maybe more than SpiroKey at this point might make more sense, just because it's like supported wallet, right? They've got support and everything.
hmm
So on that note, I think we're close enough to 30 after. Wow, we got a lot of people in here. Holy smoking guns!
Really quick,
Um,
Emil had just added a new function on the Azuki Sniffer bot where
yeah.
um, I've never seen anything like this on Cadena. You can see how much of each token you've bought and sold, which is really cool because I've always wondered this. Okay, how much money have I made from trading this coin? How much have I bought, etc. So that might be something you could add to the Graph website. I don't know if that's something you want to get your hands dirty with though.
So I I already have it. I I could add it to the graph site. I don't know that I need to. So when you go to the top traders on there, there's already some cool stats on there. I think
Cool.
what would be cool is maybe like a trader profile. So like if you click, so let's say you. So here's the thing. Like you ask why there's a wallet. So let's say you want that. So okay, then you can do it. I think the first X amount of like favorites are free, and then if you want to favorite more, it like costs like a KD or something. So
hmm
we're trying to figure out ways to, he's trying to figure out ways to make money. So I would say if you want that, if you want to see all of that data, throw like $1 in it or throw like $2 in there and spread the wealth a little bit. The data is not free. Same thing I tell Emil. Data is not free. If you're not charging people, you're just going to get frustrated down the road. So for
Right.
me, um, the data was a requirement for other things, so I've already got it. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think it would be cool in the top traders if you actually clicked on their name, or like you could search for your own. You don't have to be a top trader. You could search for your own wallet in there, and then it'll be like in your profile. You could have the same stats. He talked to me about it when he was doing it. I love the concept. I love that. I challenged him because I was going to do a price bot like he did. I was going to do all
hmm
that, and I'm like perfect. Somebody else is looking at doing this. I'll help and support however you need. And so I don't have to do that stuff. He's got the token go stuff where he shows off token go contracts, which is awesome, right? So we're working together instead of tribal mindset. And the benefit for him is if he needs help, he's got me in his corner. If there's something that I think would be cool, I might float it up. He may or may not do it, and if he doesn't, I'll do it. And
Right.
and we don't have to have that pressure, right? We don't always have to be the only ones doing it. I was afraid I was going to have to do all of that for Telegram, all of that for the web, and it's like nobody else wants to chip in. And so when you look at it like the sum of all of our parts, we need more people like him coming into the ecosystem. Well, he's been here, but who actually want to like contribute. And so that's probably like where you kind of switch the lever too. with I don't know if I call it I don't know if I'll call you a full fledged dev yet, but you've made strides on that front, and I don't care if you use AI or not, as long as you're getting the job done and it's secure. I don't really care. So I mean, how's that been for you? How's that been going for you? I know I've seen some of your work. I've commented on it, and I continue to see you getting better.
I'm really just trying to get better and use like actual frameworks and stuff like React instead of you know early 2000s shit.
Mhm.
So no, it's been good. And so last night I invested in this really young cryptocurrency. It's a fork of Monero, so it's a privacy chain.
Mhm.
It's called Salvium, and the only wallet they have for Mac is CLI, and I felt like a hacker doing that shit. It was definitely like a new experience because I set up a node and then seeing it sync every block in my terminal, and then the wallet had to be synced with the node to get
Mhm.
all of that working, and it was definitely something new for me because I've used terminal before, but there's something about, I guess, maybe what's the word, just kind of how cryptic that stuff is and how like it
Mhm.
actually is like bare bones code. It's not pretty. It makes you really feel like you've really dived into it. But no, it's been getting better, and um, I've actually even stepped up in Wizards Arena and helped with more developer stuff there too. So Ilario's kind of trusted me to help with stuff like that rather than just being like a community and business guy.
Mhm.
I've been able to help with that kind of stuff too.
Well, then you got to find your community and business guy, then, right?
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle when you think about it. But let's. I didn't know if you wanted to share and kind of go over the game and go over some of the modes and stuff. I'm all for as much as we can see, the better. If we wanted to
Hmm.
build a wizard, we talked about building a wizard together. Um,
I think we can do that.
yeah.
All right. So for anybody who doesn't know, welcome in. I'm Ron from Wizards Arena. I'm the project manager. We've been on Cadena for just over 2 years. We're an NFT game. Um, don't let the word game scare you because it's hardly that. It is just an awesome DApp with awesome NFTs. I promise you, there's not an NFT on Cadena that you can do more stuff with. There is not a token on Cadena that you can do more stuff with. We are all about utility and giving you stuff to do. You will almost never get bored because we've built so much stuff that you can continue to do. So we have, man, 6, 7, 8 game modes now, ranging from weekly tournaments that we host, all the way to free to play game modes like Arena that you get free fights daily and you don't have to pay at all you need is a wizard. And then we also have stuff that doesn't depend on us at all. You can create your own stuff and just battle with people, and kind of a decentralized, autonomous nature. So, um, one thing I always like to say is that a lot of our players get nostalgia from games they grew up playing, like D&D, League of Legends. Pokemon is always the one for me. That's the one I always go back to. Um, so obviously, if you're not a gamer, then you're not going to relate there. But you don't have to have that background to enjoy what we do. Um, so with that being said, I'm going to show Amir how easy it is for you to get started today, start earning some rewards, and start playing. And keep your eyes peeled because we do have a big program coming up where you can. It's a no brainer. It's an offer you can't turn down. We will literally sell you a wizard, and if you don't like it, then just get your money back and give us the wizard back. It's a completely 100% guaranteed refund, just for you to try the game because I fully believe we're putting our money where our mouth is. I fully believe that once you try this game, you'll be hooked. It'll grab you and pull you in, and you'll be addicted because it has been for all of us. You can ask any of us players that's what it's done. And then especially once we get you your first win, then it's gonna be like well, I don't want to say that, but it's amazing. It's your first win's really euphoric. Um, so with that being said, Amir, I want you to pull your screen up, and I'm gonna ask you a few questions. I want you to go to wizardarena.net/collection, which is our own marketplace.
Yeah. Let me. Do I need a? I should probably get a wallet that's got Kitty on it, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Curtis says I sold my house and moved my family into an apartment to buy Wizards.
That's one thing. Let me just sign in here and get one of my
So
wallets.
one of our OG players, he goes by Kgaz in the Discord. Um, he was a whale. He had a huge stack of Wizards, and about a year ago, maybe a year and a half, um, he announced that he had to sell a bunch of his stuff because pretty much he was like buying a house for his family. And so we kind of pride ourselves on a little bit of a success story that, one of our holders was pretty much able to, pay their down payment on their house thanks to Wizards Arena. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, pulling up. Give me 1 second. Almost done. All right, so collection. All right, here we go. And everybody again, feel free to ask questions, do whatever.
Yep. All right. Now, my first question for you. Do you want to build something or do you want to buy one that's ready to go, ready to play, and ready to kick ass?
It depends. How much KDA do I need for the option that you think I'm going to pick?
So let me go full screen here. Now you could here. So here's the thing. We have 4 level ranges. Okay, pretty much these are official levels where you compete and you can't go over that level without being bumped up into the next bracket. We have 160, 200, 300, 400. 400 is the elites, the most badass of badass wizards. There they wear equipment like rings and pendants. You can do all sorts of upgrades to get an edge on your competition. However, if you go all the way down to the bottom, 160s, okay, this is like if you're a baseball guy, this is like single A. Okay, this is like these are the low guys. You don't need equipment, you don't need anything. You can get a wizard as is, no barrier to entry. So if you see any wizard that's 160 or lower that you think seems to be a good price, and and you like the art or whatever, then you don't have to do anything. Once you get it, you can already go ahead and start playing. You can subscribe to the Farmers Tournament tomorrow. You can subscribe to Arena, which starts on Monday, which is free. You could create some flash tournaments. You could really do anything. You could subscribe it to Dungeons, which actually is still going on too. So now,
What level did you want me to pick?
there is some 400s that are listed that are going to cost you like 400, 450 Cadena. Like that fire wizard right there, firepower, he's badass. So you can buy him right now and he'll win fights. Like he is fully loaded, ready to go. All you need to do is slap some equipment on him and you have that.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that much KDA in this one. My I was going to ask, is it possible to use links on this or no? Not
Link's
yet.
wallet?
Yeah.
Yes, so you cannot, we don't have the in-app browser, so you can't play it through links, but yes, of course we have Wallet Connect integrated. And so
Okay.
for anybody that doesn't know, Wallet Connect is the standard for mobile connection in like all of crypto. So we have Wallet Connect. Link supports Wallet Connect. We actually, Links is our recommended wallet. That's my favorite wallet in Cadena, and it's probably the smoothest to use with our game.
What is so I have so full disclosure, I have 2 level 300 wizards, which I think you and is it
Hazen.
Hazen?
Yep.
Hazen? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, holy cow. I couldn't remember if it was Hank or Hazen, but I thought it was Hazen. Had donated to me because I was new to this, and um, I like that speed. So like if I get a 400 wizard, like what's going to be the big difference for somebody like me?
So those 300s you have, they are not ready to be competitive, as you've seen.
Hmm.
You're gonna have to. We give participation awards, like we like to reward people for participating. So the way you're gonna have to build those wizards up is you're gonna have to pretty much keep subscribing to these tournaments every week. It doesn't matter your level; you can subscribe to all of them. If your level's too high, you'll just be disqualified, but you'll still get the participation award. Um, and you're pretty much signing up to say, yes, I know I'm going to lose in this tournament, but I'm only here to lose and get my participation award, because then over time you can use those to make your wizard stronger. This guy right here, though, he's good. He's ready to go. You can slap a pretty cheap ring on him and dependent, and he will kick ass. And the reason why I
Hmm.
say that, if you look down at the bottom below his stats where it says upgrades, you see 24 attack, 24 HP, 25 attack, damage plus 40, speed plus 4. That's everything he's upgraded. You can't go past level 400. That's the max. But what's most important is you see Dragon's Breath attack plus 12. That means he's upgraded his spell 12 times, and that takes time and money. And so he's spent over 120 attribute points upgrading that spell, and it takes you like months to get that much AP. So a lot of time has been put into this wizard. Uh, he's using the best spell. It's fully upgraded spell. He's the max level. Fire is a great element to have. That Dragon's Breath spell is good because it comes with what's called a perk, and the perk allows you to skip your opponent's move. So it's not straight turn based where it's just back and forth and back and forth. You can also get the ability to skip that guy.
Okay.
Um,
Did
yeah,
you sell me on it? Should I just hit buy? I mean,
we can do it. Yeah, I think so. If you're willing to drop that much, this is an expensive wizard. I think it's a good price for what it is, though. I want to see if anyone's saying anything in the comments.
yeah. What do you guys think? Do I hit the button? I don't know. Somebody tell. I don't care. Just somebody tell me what to do.
Um,
Talk about upgrade strategy. Yeah, let's talk about upgrade strategies while I
all right,
pontificate.
this guy
I
right
probably
here.
will buy it. Just saying.
Do me a favor and hover over his defense level. There'll be a tooltip that pops up. Boom, base stat 15. This wizard was minted with 15 defense, and they never upgraded the defense once. That tells you that this is an attack wizard. He is fully about attack and damage, and you can kind of see that in those bars and the numbers. He is all about number one landing, and when he does land, doing a lot of damage. Um, and so that's pretty much, we have three strategies, I would say. You have an attack wizard like this, you have a defense wizard that's just going to try and make this guy miss, and then you have a hybrid that's kind of in between the two. And then we do see some oddballs, like some wild cards. Like, for example, I have a wizard called Ron Weasley that has 104 damage. And is that smart? No. Does it work sometimes? Kinda. It kind of depends in the situation, but um, that's pretty much what it is. You have a wizard with a bunch of defense, you have a wizard with a bunch of attack and damage, or you have somewhere in between that tries to take advantage of both. Um, More recently, it seems like defense builds might be a little better, but they're also more boring because then you watch the fights and it's miss, 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 miss. Whereas attack damage wizards, you are like just smacking each other. It's fun to watch. Hazen says
Cool.
a good point here. He says if you're going to use it, buy it, because this wizard is something that you'll get a lot of use out of, and I think he'll win you some stuff.
So how do we? So I already bought it. So how do we? What do we do with it? Yeah, I wonder. I was wondering if somebody was going to buy it on me. It seemed like a couple people. I was waiting on a transfer. I clicked it too fast. That would have been
So
funny, actually.
so number one, let's go to the magic shop and let's give it your own name. Let's make it your own. So you're gonna see these boxes up here at the top. They're just um, yeah, pick that guy, and then these boxes will just scroll you down to a section of the website. So the nickname's all the way at the bottom. Now, do you have Wizard in this? Yes, you do. You have 541.
Mhm. Uh, there you go. He's Gigawatt.
Nice.
Ah, I'll just do it. I think that's cool, but like we'll do bot instead.
I like that.
I have weird names for all of mine, just so everybody knows. Send it to me. I'll play for. Yeah, Hank, I probably will, because I'll never remember. And then Ron can shame me. Actually, I have been good about it, but as Ron pointed out, my wizards do get pwned a little bit because I haven't kept up with upgrading them. Um, and actually probably could go over that if you want. I mean, his name's changing right now, so could
Um, we can talk about that because it'll be useful for people to see. That guy right there. Scroll down to the upgrade section. Yeah, right here. He has 21 AP. Okay, and so I'll just explain really quick what AP is and how it works. When the game first started, we would give you Wizza every time you subscribe to a tournament. Problem is, you get a guy that has 100 wizards. He subscribes all of his wizards, and now we're sending him a fat bag of Wizza just because he has more money than everybody else. That's not sustainable. He could just dump it. That's free money. We don't like that. So we created attribute points, which are bonded to the wizard. So you can't just stack a bunch of attribute points together and put them in a pot. They are bonded to each wizard, and you can't just dump them, right? They're there. And what these are is they're discounted upgrade points would be another way to use it. Normally you use Wizza to upgrade your stats. With AP, you do it for much cheaper. So this is why I tell you that you need to keep subscribing and building up attribute points, because yes, you could probably make it more competitive right now by spending just Wizza, but you'll get a tremendous discount if you do it in AP. And those things like spell upgrades, aura, which allows you to upgrade your defense even more than just your stats, and equipment forging, which is our new thing where you can create equipment just from having attribute points. Um, uh, those are things that you need AP to do. So, um, how do I say this? If you want a kick-ass wizard that's level 400, you're either going to have to buy one that's ready to go or build it up, and it's going to take some time and some participation, right? Because a lot of the things that you need requires you to participate, and I think that's a good point of the game, because I I don't think it would be fair if people can just come in and just kill everybody just because they have more money. We that's what we try to prevent. We try to reward participation and stuff like that. For now, this guy. Can you scroll down and see what spell upgrades he has? He has +9. Oh, you're almost done. You can only go to +12. You can do two of these right now on the attack, and this guy will be pretty close because the max is 12. You can get it to 11 right now.
Oh, I don't have enough Wizza right now.
How much is it charging?
704.
704. Okay. So if you click the sandwich menu, you can actually buy it directly through our website. I don't know if he No, it's not there anymore. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. Yep. Oh, it's a link now. We used to have. I guess Alaria removed that. It used to be like an actual just modal you could buy through, but I think whenever KD Swap updated their contracts, it must have did something funny.
All right,
Um,
we'll do that. We'll do that a little bit later.
if you do want to buy the Wizard token, though, we are listed on KD Swap. Do not buy on Mercatus. Please do not buy there. We do not have any liquidity over there. There's a very tiny amount. If you don't know about price impact or slippage, then please use KD Swap. So anyway, this guy, yeah, you just need to do those spell upgrades with AP once you have a bit more Wizza. And he's pretty close. So will you go up and click his picture and open him in a new tab for me so we can take a look at like his actual like final stats? Yeah, so he has 20 defense, 82 HP. Yeah, so what we're going to end up doing is those spell upgrades that I'm telling you about, they will put your final stat up without changing your level, because your level is just made up of your stats, right? But things like the aura, which is like a shield behind you, like a glowing shield. Then you can upgrade the defense of the aura, and you can upgrade your spell as well. Those don't affect your level, but they do make your stats better. If you don't have any of that stuff, you're not going to win anything unless you're in 160. Because at the level 160 level, we disable all that stuff because we want newcomers to be able
Have
to
a
be.
chance. Okay.
Fudo, guys, come to the Discord and ask if you want one. Many members would be willing to sell you a beat, so be sure to ask just before buying one. Yes, and that's a good point.
Ron told me to, Fudo. Sorry.
Yeah. So we have a new thing. If you click use AP right there, you're not going to have enough. But if you click the ring, you can pick between any of this stuff, and then you can create that from a wizard that has 48 AP. You will spend the 48 AP and create one of those things. I don't think any of those guys have 48, um,
No.
but you're not too far away.
Okay.
Um, but this right here is a great thing for newcomers because we started to see a major shortage in the equipment market where it was really hard to get equipment. Nobody wanted to sell it, and the people that did wanted insane prices. And so this makes it a lot more accessible for people to get the equipment they need. Um,
It's cool.
for
I'm just
now,
clicking around.
yeah. For now, I want to see what equipment you have. Go to your profile and click the equipment tab. If anyone doesn't know, equipment is also NFTs. They are kind of sub collections that we have. Obviously, the wizards, the clerics, and druids are our main. I'm not sure what's going on here. Those are our main collections. Equipment's like our smaller collections that you can use to equip onto your wizards. And we have its own dedicated marketplace that trades in Wizza. I don't know why this isn't loading. Let me see if it loads on my side. Things love breaking
There we go.
whenever you're
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
live.
Every time, it never fails. Anytime I ever look at anything on here, it's always here. You go, my ring of HP and some ring of speed.
Nice. So that speed ring right there is all you need for your new level 400. So if you want to unequip that from Psychotron, um, which you do through the magic shop, um, and then put it on to your 400, he's pretty good. We must have a lot of people on here right now on Wizards Arena trying to figure it out because um, yeah. So yeah, you would just unequip that. Costs a
I'll
very
equip
small
it.
amount of Wizza to unequip.
It's smart though. If you do it for free, people are just going to swap them around and stack them.
KDA Miner says he thinks some of his crank mining rewards are going to be swapped for Wizza. I think that's a great idea.
I see you guys talk about this one all the time.
Yes, Lords is my favorite game mode by far. So it's we don't have a season that's live right now. We do it in seasons. It actually just ended a few days ago, but Lords of Wizards World is cool because uh, we have a map that's called Wizards World. It's kind of like a metaverse, and you battle to be named the Lord of any of the 9 regions. But here's the caveat: all 9 regions have an element boost. So if you're fire and you're fighting in, say, Sightenor, which is the one on the top left, um, uh, you'll get a fire boost during the fights, and so it's a lot more likely that a fire wizard will win. This one starts on Monday. This one's completely free to play. You can already go ahead and subscribe. It's actually off chain, by the way. So whenever you subscribe, you're going to be signing like a what's it called, a local command or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
where you're not really signing for anything other than to say, hey, this is my wallet.
Cool. I'm gonna probably register for that. Everybody, make sure you register for the arena tournament. I'll do that
Yes.
when we're off here. We have like 6-7 minutes, so I just wanted to kind of go through these. If there's any modes you wanted to like explain, I think this
Um,
is
why
what
don't
we
we
did before.
let's let's put a ring on your 400 really quick, and then we're gonna have you make a flash tournament, and then a few of us will join it, and then we'll watch the results. And I think that'll be a good way to show people that everything doesn't rely on us, and you can go in and play anytime you want. And um, yeah, or so he has his speed ring on. Don't. Oh wait, never mind, never mind. I thought you were on equipping. I'm sorry.
I'm equipping it. I got you.
uh,
So
weekly weekly tournaments. Did we talk about those at all?
no,
That's like our bread and butter. That's like our main game mode. That's something that everybody should know about. So that's the one that's coming up on Friday, the Apprentice tournament. On Mondays we do the Farmers tournament, and on Wednesday we do what's called the weekly tournament. they're just split up by levels. So farmers tournament flips between 160 and 200 as a limit. If you're higher than that, you can sub, but you're not going to fight. You're just going to get a participation award. Right now we have the 12 league going on Wednesdays, which is a series of 12 tournaments. There's a leaderboard tracked in ELO, like they use in chess, and the top 12 wizards on that leaderboard after 12 tournaments win some huge prizes, very, very big prizes. It's the battle of the best of the best. There we go, dark mode. This is how I use the site. I like it a lot more
I
like
use
this.
it on light mode. Crazy. I'm a psycho.
Yeah. Flash tournament though, yes. Hanky panky. Flash tournaments are our way of stepping more towards decentralization and autonomy, where you can create your own stuff and you don't have to rely on us to do anything. We'd like to see people use this more because this really shows the community engagement. You got to choose your wizard up top that you want to subscribe to it. There you
Try
go.
my best here. Do I want a classic or a brawl? I was letting you talk.
So brawl will be 4 people fighting at the same time, like a free for all, just absolute chaos.
Wow.
Where classic is going to be like a bracket where you do a fight, move on to the winner of, just like March Madness.
Yeah, winner takes all then.
Let's do it. So I'm gonna wait for this transaction to go through, and I'm gonna subscribe something.
See who else jumps in here. It's 4 of us, so we need 2 other people to jump in. Hank, I know you got to do it.
Hazen will definitely jump in,
yeah,
and Fudo too.
So yeah, this is where having an L2 would be kind of nice for like rapid actions, but it's you know what, it's not that bad. I mean, you're talking, we could talk about this, but if you catch it like at the right time, it feels pretty quick.
Yes. Well, that's a good point, because you might be getting thrown in the beginning of a block, or you might be getting thrown in the end of a block, and
I hate refreshing my screen, just crazy like that. So this is while we're waiting. So we're just gonna go just absolutely animal on everybody. I've done these before, so one thing maybe, Ron, we could talk about real quick. All right, cool. So you should be able to join that now, guys and gals, whoever joins.
All right. So he is Fire, Ice, Wind. Please don't be a dickhead and subscribe someone that is Wind, because then he's going to be weak, like Azza did to us last time and just murdered.
Azza just murdered us all. He looked at what we had and just destroyed.
Don't subscribe somebody that's fire resist. Don't subscribe somebody that is weak to fire. Let's make this actually fun to watch. That way, whoever you sub isn't going to just completely kill us all. I'm gonna sub my Elder of Earth, the Earth Elder. It's my baby. Okay, I'm joining in right now. So, and just so I can explain a little bit more, what Amir just did is, you can go in here, you can click create a tournament, you can pick a title, you can pick a level cap, you can pick how much wizard people have to pay, you can pick 2 different formats between like a standard bracket or a brawl, or doing a brawl, and you can also pick between 2 participants, 4 participants, 8 and 16, and with that it'll be like a standard bracket where you have 8 fights at the beginning. Winners of those do 4 fights, winner of those do 2 fights, winner of those play the championship. We have a bot that runs all of this stuff. So once everybody is subscribed, the bot will do the fight, and once it's done, it will move over to the completed tab. That's me, by the way, and we've done something smart by hiding that, so you can't just see. Oh well, yeah. Normally,
oh yeah, because they got to see what I am. They got to see. Yeah, I get it now. yeah.
On my screen, I can see my wizard, but I can't see yours. And if someone hasn't subscribed yet, it would look like that, where they don't see either of them.
All right, so we just need. What happens if you lose? You just lose.
You paid 25 wizard into the pot for someone else to take.
No,
No, you don't have to
I don't think
repair
so.
armor or anything. You don't have to heal your wizard. He's dead, and then he gets revived pretty much.
Hopefully, I named it Hanky Panky, so I feel like he'd have to join. Probably over there like
Hank does have to
smashing his
join.
keyboard right now, or
One
he
answer.
logged out. Sorry, guys.
Hey, one answer is, did you subscribe with your 160 or the level 230?
Ooh, we got him.
Here
Got
we
him,
go.
boys.
There you go. So nice. Hank's in. I'm in. Uh, One
Sorry,
answer
Pluto.
subscribed with the level 160, so he's gonna get murdered. But he is. Well, here's something though. You're weak to wind, and he subscribed to wind build. So
Okay, so we'll
he
see.
it's interesting because he's a lot of levels lower than you. But if he hits you, it could do some damage.
Do we? That's just
We
wait.
pretty much wait a couple minutes now for it to be finished, and then we'll move over to the completed tab.
Okay. Well, while it's waiting, you want to talk about like we talked about doing a stream, not on a Thursday, but a stream where we get like a group of people together and we do a bunch of these flash tournaments and brawls and just fun stuff and make a little fun event of it. I don't know if you wanted to kind of talk that up. I was thinking like a 2 hour time, like we could just come on
Yeah.
here, just groups, and we could just have a smashing of people. Like I think, I think I can have up to 12 people up here. So just get like as many as we can up here and just play.
Fudo says, find out who wins next week
Yeah,
on LFG.
yeah,
Yeah, so me and Amir want to do a stream like that where instead of kind of being more instructional and getting people started, we want to just play the game and showcase it and have some fun. Actually do a little bit of gambling. That's what we're doing. Just making it more fun. And it would be I think it'd be fun if you're willing to jump on stream and have free time around that time, then shoot me a message. Probably around this time of day, I would say, is the best time to stream. So it doesn't have to be a Thursday. Could even be a weekend, I guess. Probably not. I would say maybe a weekday, but yeah, that's something to be fun to do. And I think we can get more than a couple people to join. I think Hank might be willing to. Hazen might jump on, or maybe not jump on. But oh, here we go. Did it finish?
yep.
Okay, so click like the box, like the gray background inside of there.
I am.
Like click fights, and then like click in like versus. Like see where it says versus. Like there you go.
Let's see.
Okay, so the brawl started. This is just we're gonna pretty much like take random turns hitting people. The wizards are just gonna decide who they want to hit. So Hank gets hit first by me. Um, Number 98 deals 48 damage. So that's Amir's Gigabot that just did some pretty big damage. I'm down here in the bottom left. I haven't taken a single point of damage yet. One
Ron's
answer.
gonna win by default.
Oh, Amir's dead now. Now it's me and Hank.
We just let Ron off the hook there.
Let's
Look
go.
at
I
that.
didn't take a single damage there.
That's right. He gamed it. He knew. He knew what we were gonna do before we did it. But no, it's cool. No, that's cool. So if you're like us and you're nerds and you just want to like hang out for a bit and jump on and play around with it, that's just one of the modes. And I'm familiar with it because I've done some of these with these guys before. They beat the living snot. Ozza beat the living snot out of us. It was really nice, nice of him. But I'd say check these out. Come in and check these out if you guys want to do these. Like what? Just message in the Discord and or just set them up yourself. Is there like a expiration for these if you set one up, or can you just set
Uh,
one up and go?
yeah. If nobody joins after like a week, then you'll get your money
Okay.
back. Go to
Okay.
dungeons really quick. That's one of our game modes that's live right now. This is actually our Cadena granted game mode. So this was part of our grant was to build a new game mode, and this is what we built. This is live right now, and it's in 21 hours, so you're not going to place because the like entire season's already happened. But in
Hmm.
the top right, if you subscribe one of your guys, we can show off a quick dungeon fight. Where dungeons is most of our game modes is play to earn, like against other players. This is you're playing pretty much monsters that are like computers. They're bots, and
Do you want me to do
um,
this?
yeah, subscribe. Just cost 1 KDA this season, nothing else. It was more expensive in previous seasons. We're testing a new algorithm this season, so we made it cheaper. Um, but this is a game mode that a lot of people like because, like I said, it was always just wizard versus wizard, and now you have wizard versus orcs or monsters, where, and it's a new dynamic too. It's not once you kill somebody, you just win. It's continuous, and so if you'll see it. But if you beat a monster and you only have 50 HP left, well, you're going to go into another fight with another orc or monster and have that same amount of HP left. Boom, there
All
you
right.
go.
What do I do now? Am I just good?
Now, yep, it's going to show your subscribed wizards. It says synchronizing. It does this when you sub. Probably just waiting for it actually to confirm. You might want to refresh. See what happens if you click synchronizing.
Nothing.
All right. Well, we're it's just the waiting game. You. I will say that you need some patience to play Wizards Arena. Um, kind of like what you said about how an L2 would be nice.
Yeah, maybe one day. Um, maybe one day. That'd be cool. Like I could see like this could bend. Should I hit
Here we
select
go. Here we go.
fight? I don't know. I'm just gonna hit buttons. I don't care.
It's good to go. So now it's gonna take you into a fight. We're gonna watch this. Take 40, dealt 50, skipped him. There you go. You collected one work here. Already took one down. He misses.
Nice.
Big shot. Your ice resists this guy. There's your second ear. 2 in a row. Can he hit?
Oof,
Oh, he
almost.
skipped him. There's 3. You're on a nice run now. This is a pretty decent run. 3 orcs in a row.
Oof.
And he falls.
Ooh, I
And then
like
you're going
that.
to fade to red because he fell. And that is your daily limit for fights. You get one of those a day.
Cool. Cool. Well, there you go. If you're looking for stuff to do, don't tell me there's not enough stuff to do. Yes, there's a little bit of waiting. Deal with it. Hopefully, hopefully that's something that can be addressed in the future. But for now, it is what it is, and it's not bad. It's not too bad. I've seen worse. There's other chains that are faster, and I think it's cool though. It works if you're looking for something to do. Obviously, whoever I just bought that NFT from got a huge bump, so you're welcome. So there is some validity to it if you play and you build these up. You never know what'll happen. So there we go. Anything else you want to say about it?
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, don't be afraid to ask questions and don't be afraid of dumb questions. That's something that we really want to encourage you to do. Don't take it into your own responsibility to buy a wizard. If you want to get started, don't just buy a random wizard. Please come ask us, and we'll get you set up with one that's good. Because there is wizards that are listed that they're not bad, but they're going to take a while for you to get to a point where you can actually play and enjoy it. And so ask us. One rule of thumb I would say is buy a wizard that's under level 160. Then you don't have to do anything to it. Just get it to level 160, subscribe it for free or very cheap to multiple game modes. And like I've said before, in those game modes, we've made it so you don't need anything. You just need a wizard if you're at 160. Looks like I'm getting some DMs. One Answers wants to do a live stream where we focus together on primarily stupid questions. That's good. So what I'll do is let's set up a live stream in our Discord, and we can get some people in there, some newcomers, and I'll run through everything. Let's set that up.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And I'm happy to facilitate any of these if it helps too, right? I know there's a pretty big viewing sometimes when I do these, but as long as we can do them on like a different day, I'm happy to share the restream and it'll come out on my account anyways. So people will join or just do it, in Discord or whatever you guys prefer. But I got to get going, so I appreciate this. I appreciate you coming on and doing this, and again, it was a little bit different today. It was just more
Yeah.
not informal, but it was more informal, and I appreciate Ron working with me on this. And we may have one next week. I think that's the plan. But then the next 2 weeks will be off, so I'll let everybody know ahead of time. And appreciate everybody joining. Go check out wizardsarena.net. If you haven't, like, subscribe, follow their Twitter, follow my Twitter if you're not, and appreciate everybody and